Well, hello there. It's a glorious Monday. About 85 degrees. I think it's going to get up to 96. We're doing some yard work in between videos, even though this is the second video for today. And I'm just going to go roll with it. I saw this article on Fox News where the boycott of Bud Light is having impacts. This is like one of the very first boycotts I've seen. And well, yes, I do feel sorry for the 600 employees that are being laid off, but this is the business decision that Eisenhower Bush made, and the fact that they are refusing to acknowledge that they made a mistake. So, this is a glass bottling plant forced to shut down, leaving 600 employees jobless amid Bud Light controversy. And I don't think that Bud Light boycott is over this person, to be honest. I think that person played a little bit of it, but what the VP said that they wanted to be a less bratty customer base really is really what the crux of the issue is. Like, you insult your customer base and you expect them to still be loyal to you. No, this is the age of the internet. Unfortunately, the age of the internet allows people with money, which tend to be conservatives. I mean, there's definitely rich liberals, but most people that drink crappy beer are going to be conservatives. Sorry to say, but people like Bud Light, like the taste. I'm not one of them. This here, the glass bottling company impact by Bud Light botch promotion with a transgender influenced Dylan Mulvaney will close down two of its locations, laying off more than 600 employees as their beer brand continues to grapple with staggering finances or financial losses and declining sales. If I'm Eisenhower Bush, if I'm the VP of Bud Light, I would admit that we made a mistake. And moving forward, we are going to be including everyone. We're not going to insult our customers. Bud Light is the beer of everyone, including fratty people, including LGBTQ people. And it's a beer for everyone. If they said that, I'm pretty sure their boycott wouldn't last as long. And as the VP didn't say we want to be a less fratty beer, or if they even say, hey, we want to open up our beer to everyone, everyone should be able to drink Bud Light and not go after the current client base, I think it would have been smoothed over quickly. I think it was more the VP saying what she said is really hurting the Ogdoff Group, a group, oh, not a group, but a global glass producer who contracts with Eisenhower Bush Company, announced that they'll be closing their plants in North Carolina and Louisiana in July, putting roughly 645 employees out of a job. So Eisenhower Bush, was it worth it? Now you got 645 employees out of a job because you fumbled a promotion. You insulted your consumer base. Was it worth it? Bottling company did not reveal the reason for the move, but an investigation by WRAL reported found that the plant are shuttling because of tanking Bud Light sales. A retailer, distributor, bars, and contract companies feel the wrath of a nationwide boycotts. I guess that's two T's. Well, never claimed to be a excellent speller. I mean, and unfortunately, OBS doesn't have spell check, or I haven't found that plugin. So we're just going to go with boycott with one T. Let's see here. Workers at both bottling plants have reportedly noticed a decrease in production after Maloney video announcing collaboration on social media gained public attention in April. I think it was more of the video of the VP, I forget what her name is, insulting the customer base. WRAL reported the machine repair mechanic told the outlet that the drop in demand forced Louisiana and North Carolina plant to put some of their machines offline, which you attribute to the Bud Light situation. Now, if I'm this bottling company, I'll be looking for new customers. I know it's not easy. And you also have that relationship with Anheuser-Busch. I don't know what's in your contract, but I think at this time, you should be like, due to declining sales in Bud Light, we are going to rewrite our contract to allow us to service another beer company or another liquid company in order to keep our business afloat, to keep our employees employed. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand with these boycotts, is that they don't really affect Anheuser-Busch. They affect the mom and pop shops. They affect the companies that they work with. Now, I have no sympathy for Anheuser-Busch, and I do feel sorry for the Adolf group. But unfortunately, this is the issue. This is the decision that Bud Light made when they attacked their consumer base. An internal Adolf group memo obtained by the WRAL executive says that they plan to shut down the two plants due to slow sales in Anheuser. And Bev, longtime employees, told the outlet that they were not surprised by the move, considering a large part of their business at those plants was producing bottles for Budweiser and Bud Light. And if you're a company as big as Anheuser-Busch, your decisions just don't affect your company. Your decision affects sub companies or subcontractors or contractors you work with. So if you're a VP at a major company and you want to go this route, not only are you putting your company at risk, you're putting the smaller companies that you subcontract to or you contract to get your product out onto the shelves. Because Budweiser is no longer selling the bottle, they no longer need our product. David Williams, the machine repair mechanic, told WRAL, Bud Light sales have stumped since the beer maker gifted Maloney special cans in April to celebrate 1 year of girlhood. Second video then featured Maloney in a bathtub drinking a Bud Light beer, prompting online outrage and nationwide boycotts that resulted in a sales decline that has yet to rebound. I think it was more the VP. I don't know if this story is going to mention it. The brand, which has already lost billions of dollars in market value, has taken several steps to alleviate the backlash, such as heavily discounting the beer and offering rebates to make Bud Light basically free to the consumers in some markets. The beer maker has also taken steps to help distributors increase the marketing budget, launch a new summer ad campaign to dispatch. The CEO, Brendan Whitworth, appeared on CBS Morning to provide clarity of the now infamous debacle. Actually, what was this reported on? Does it say? Oh, by Yale Holden. I think the issue is twofold. One, it's this person being a spokesperson, and what the VP said. Despite their best effort, the backlash against Bud Light brand seems to be lingering as sales of beer continue to slide. Bud Light sales were down 24.4% compared to a year ago. For the week ending in June, Nelson IQ data provided to Fox Business by Bump Williams Consulting showed Modelo Especial passed Bud Light as the number one selling beer on a dollar basis in the 4 week for the single week period ending in June 3rd. We've only recently ripped the controversy against Bud Light, claiming it promoted more bullying and more transphobic than I could ever imagine. The trans influencer also blasted the company for not being supportive, as Mulvaney dealt with the transphobia. Let's see, it's imperative that the boycott continues. We need to stay focused, committed, decide to take this to the end. If Eisenhower Bush suffers enough economic damage, other corporations will stay away from getting involved in social political activism. Text your friend, your family, bring the subject casually to the supermarket. Peaceful activism is called for the moment of great importance like this one. For the first time in a long time, AB products will not be part of our 4th of July celebrations. So now your guys are against creating American jobs. Got it. You know, that's a knee-jerk reaction. While I do feel sorry for the bottling company, unfortunately, it falls on Bud Light. It falls on Anheuser-Busch. They made this decision. Let's hear. As a guy that's been drinking beer for over 50 years, my advice is to offer good beer at affordable prices and stay out of politics. Other industries will be advised to do the same. This stays out of politics is all horse manure. If the company or celebrity says something that you agree with politically, you place them on the pedestal. They feature them on Fox. Every chance that they get, stay out of politics only matters when you don't agree. Looks like they failed at both. The CEOs and board of directors of public companies have fiduciary responsibility to shareholders to maximize the value of their investments, not their social, political, economic ideologies. The penalties for is clear and gross violation of the responsibility, therefore costing the shareholders billions of dollars of equity value, needs to be criminalized. These CEOs did far more harm to social or to society than someone who shoplifts at one of their products or shoplifts one of their products. Let's see here. We watch people get impoverished all the time, like sending jobs to China, telling everyone stuck in a unsaleable home to become coders at middle age. They didn't care about them. Biden hasn't cared about their cracker plant employees and those that lost their job over mandate or shot. I feel bad for these working people, but it gets out from under the thumb of tyranny. I hope the workers take it with bravery. They want to jail us for not using the pronouns or take our kids away if we don't go along with the program. They censor us on social media for sharing opinions that ended up being true. They endorse setting cities on fire and attacking federal buildings and bail out those doing it out of jail. They arrest top conservative candidates for things that they didn't even subpoena others for. It's necessary to way late. It should have happened to other corps. Tim favored enough. Sorry, at this point, nothing will bring them back. AB is on my list of nope. The CEO of InBev is obviously failed totally. But opposing beer companies are booming, meaning that they need more bottles to send to executive from plant to some of them strike. Deal and supply bottles for those whose business has grown. Unfortunately, the top opposer of Modelo is, and since Bud Light has it's in a brown bottle, maybe they won't work. Also, different shape. Maybe they're joined at the hip with AB. I love capitalism. This is really is capitalism. Let's see here. While I hate people that lost their job, this is proof that companies need to do what they created to do, make a product or provide a service that their customers while creating a profit. AB decided to become a social justice warrior instead. This is a result. Keep it up, America. Don't forget to avoid Target as well. Like I said, I feel sorry for the 600 and what is it, 46, 45. Let's see here. Yeah, 645 people that lost their jobs. No fault of their own, no fault of their company, other than dealing business with Eisenhower Bush. Hopefully, they could get another client and rehire the 645 employees or good amount of them when they get a new client where they could find the demand. But this is the issue that we're seeing. We're seeing conservatives, middle middle of the ground people, people that are politically homeless, and a few liberals that haven't lost their mind say enough is enough. We are not going to buy your product. We're not going to go to your stores. And hopefully this will continue. Now, I don't really buy Bud Light. I don't really drink Bud Light or Budweiser, mainly because I don't like the beer. I'm more of a stout. I prefer an oatmeal stout, which has about 7 to 8% alcohol per volume, which means I can just drink one. Now, it costs more, but I could just drink one and I get the same buzz that I like. I mean, with that being said, it looks like this boycott is working. It looks like Anheuser-Busch won't be an American company for much longer. I don't know about their European sales or their Asian sales. I don't know if that was going to make up. But with that being said, that is this video. I don't know if I'm going to do any more, but if I do, I'll continue to post them throughout the day. That being said, have yourself an awesome day, morning, or evening, and a happy 4th of July.